Today's news. Tariffs for internet backbone reduced. Property rights of citizens violated. Over 58,000 disabled children in Azerbaijan. National concept needed for elimination of risk. The number of secondary internet providers in Azerbaijan exceeded 25. Reduction of tariffs by 40% by Delta Telecom for secondary providers from July 1st aims to improve the quality of backbone internet in Azerbaijan, said at a news conference today Osman Gündüz, president of Azerbaijan Internet Forum. According to him, still the internet service providers supplied smaller quantities than it was noted in the contract and compared it with shortwave in market. According to him, internet traffic was divided by providers into 8, 10 and more parts. Now they will divide it more than into a maximum of 4 parts. Even under the current retail prices, the speed of the internet will increase and it can be considered as an improvement. According to him, now service providers can deliver 10 megabit for 100 AZN, what is now by 2-3 times more expensive for users. In general, the internet situation in Azerbaijan can be considered as unsatisfactory. According to official information, almost half of the population has access to internet, but the main criterion in the world now is to ensure the broadband technology. Even 10% of users in our country don't have such access, he said. Residents of building number 154 in Azadlık Avenue held a press conference to speak about the violation of their property rights. Human rights defender Alakbar Mammadov said that a building was built in 1973 and it was the first ever 16-story building in Baku. As for the destruction of the building, there has been no official decision available. Destruction of the building is implemented by Azinko, the company that did the same in Efçiler, Fizuli and Shamsibad Albaylı streets. The residents received notification sheets about the destruction of the building. However, the sheets don't contain any information about who made them. About 50 of 84 families have left the building. The rest of the families are trying to protect their property rights. The gas, power and water supply to the building has been intentionally cut off with the goal to make the residents leave their apartment. The violation of the property rights of the residents in the building is led by Yusuf Gambarov, a representative of the State Property Committee as usual. But the real reason for demolition is that from the top floors of the house it is possible to see the courtyard of the new presidential residence, said Alakbar Mammadov. According to him, the residents of the house have not been offered monetary compensation, but only apartment house in the settlement of Kishli built by Azinko. Residents have sent letter to the Cabinet of Ministers and the Baku City Executive Power on destruction of building. However, they said that they don't have information about it. There is no legal basis. Governmental organizations don't have information about it. However, residents are deprived of their apartments, said Mammadov. The residents will send letter to the presidential administration, international organization and the embassies of leading countries in Baku on violation of their property rights. The cabinet of the city hall, where residents appealed, said they know nothing about the demolition of the building. There is no legal basis for the demolition of the building. State structures know nothing about it, and citizens are deprived of their rights on property. State structures are not interested in who is doing it, said Alakbar Mammadov. Residents sent appeal to the presidential administration, international organization and foreign embassies due to violation of their rights. NGO Alliance for Children's Rights held a press conference on alternative report on the situation of children's rights in Azerbaijan. The report was submitted to Geneva-based UN Committee on Children's Rights on 24 June. According to the Alliance coordinator Nabil Saidov, the alternative report was co-prepared 80 NGOs within 4 months. Unlike Amnesty report, the alternative report focuses on shortage and problems in the protection of children's rights. The issues relating to health of children, disabled children, and their integration into society are serious problems. Saidov said that juvenile justice is important because most of children who committed crimes are punished as grown-ups. There is a need for juvenile prosecutor, lawyer, and ombudsman for the defense of children's rights, emphasized Saidov. Members of UN Committee on Children's Rights were curious for the station of the children on the front line dawn. New settlements have been established for internally displaced persons in the front zone. Members of the committee are therefore concerned about it. They were also curious about the situation of juveniles starting in the military education institutions, added Seidov. Members of the UN Committee on Children's Rights also were interested to learn about the situation of sexual exploitation of children, child pornography, and child trafficking. Seidov also alleged that such children are not accepted as victims in Azerbaijan, and rehabilitation is conducted. There is no mechanism to pay compensation for them. In addition, there are gaps in legislation on sexual exploitation of children. This kind of criminal case is not considered in Azerbaijan. Seidov said that it is important to have a juvenile court under the Court of Crimes in Baku. He also said that the current correctional institutions don't correct children, but disable them. 44% of 62 juveniles released from the prison during the last 5 years committed crime again. Mushfiq organization chairperson Valida Abbasova spoke about the disabled children. According to her, there are 57,941 disabled children in Azerbaijan. Disabled children under 18 years of age receive 55 as an benefit amount. According to UNICEF report, there are 58,800 disabled children in Azerbaijan. It means that about 900 disabled children cannot receive their benefit. Today, the report on the first phase of the project, Reducing Risk in Zones of Emergency Situations, was presented at a forum in Parkin Hotel. The project has been implemented since May 1, 2010, and will finish on July 31, 2010. It covers 15 villages of Smiley, Shamakhı, Salyan, and Neftchala regions. The forum was organized by Oxfam International Humanitarian Organizations and Fevgal Association with support of European Commission's Humanitarian Office. Representatives of the Ministry of Emergency Situations, Ministry of Ecology, NGO, and mass media representatives, experts attended the forum. Forum participants spoke about the preventive measures for reduction of risk in emergency stations, international experience, management of emergency stations, awareness raising by media, and so on. Shavkat Alizadeh, representative of Oxfam in Azerbaijan, said that the main purpose of the project is to prepare a national concept on preparing people to survive the disasters. Experts believe that a lot of risks exist in Azerbaijan. According to them, a concept must be prepared to eliminate natural, technological, and ecological threats.